Hey everybody, General Moto Jeff here, Jeff Hunter from Pro Chevrolet in Sioux State Marine. I have an exciting one for you today. This is the all-new from the ground up 2021 Chevrolet Tahoe, but this has a little bit different twist to it. Underneath that hood, the first time we've seen this in a Tahoe or a Suburban or a Yukon or a Yukon XL, there's a diesel motor underneath that hood. Yes, that's a 3-liter Duramax turbo diesel, and that is what we're going to look at today. So the one we've got here today is in the LS trim. That is your entry trim level, but there really is no such thing as entry or base trim level when it comes to the Chevy Tahoe, because it comes with a host of feature standard and actually gives you some choices and some things you can choose to upgrade this one. And first and foremost, I can actually talk about one of those things, and that's the wheels right there. It comes standard with a basic 18-inch aluminum wheel. This particular one, they decided to basically go up to a 20-inch wheel. Looks very much similar, if you're familiar with the truck style, the Silverados, like the RST option, RST wheel option you have, all right? But what's really cool about this is, although it's an LS, again, so the entry trim level, the cool part is you have the option of about 4 different choices, I think it's about 4 different choices, of 21-inch wheels. So yes, you can actually get 22-inch wheels, pardon me. You can actually get 22-inch wheels as an option on the LS trim. Now, the way this one's trimmed out, as we talk about it today, price-wise, you're coming in at $67,000 Canadian. So again, Canadian dollars, okay? Look at these. The running boards are even standard on this Tahoe. Yes, there's a bunch of different things that are standard in the LS, like the painted mirror caps, the painted door handles, keyless entry, all right? There's gonna be some more standard, a lot more standard features inside that we talk about as well, even some safety features that I really like forward collision alert, front pedestrian braking. It even has rain sense wipers as standard. And again, there's more things inside I wanna talk about when we get there. And speaking of inside, well, let's talk about outside and then about inside here, but how about overall though? The overall is, this is a larger Tahoe than ever before. It's a longer wheelbase, longer overall, more cargo room than before, more cargo room behind the third row, and one of the biggest things I love, more room, way more room in the third row. You can actually sit a human being back there and have some legroom. Why is that? Well, again, of course, the vehicle itself is a little bit larger than it was in the past, but it's also due to some geometry, some things they changed underneath, and that is talking about the rear suspension. They changed the rear suspension of this 2021 Chevy Tahoe. They went to a 4-link independent rear suspension. What that's enabled them to do, first and foremost, give you a better ride than in the past. Also drops that floor about 5 inches, which gives you more legroom in the back. You don't feel like your legs are sitting way up, your knees around your ears. You got some more legroom there in the back. But again, I'll show you some of that when we get to the inside. All right, but we do have to talk about, before we get inside, what's underneath this hood. And this is something I'm super excited about. I love this engine. I've driven it in the Silverados, I've driven it in the GMC Sierras, but this is my first opportunity to drive it in one of our bigger SUVs. This is the first one we got with one of these, and I'm so impressed so far, not only with the fuel efficiency, but with the torque. This thing will actually pull 8,000 pounds as well, which is really, really impressive. And that's not even with the max trailer package or anything like that. That's just the standard way that it comes, 8,000 pounds towing. So 3-liter Duramax turbo diesel. That's as loud as it gets. That's with the hood open. And we're talking touching up on 30 miles per gallon. Insane. 460 foot-pound of torque underneath that hood. That is the same that the 6.2-liter V8 gets, which is, again, it's just nuts, right? To get that kind of fuel efficiency with that torque and even that towing power. And it's quiet. And then reliability, of course, too, right? So heading back to the second row, what you're going to see here is we have a bench seat back here, and then there is one more bench in the third row. We'll get to that in a minute. So that means, obviously, with the 2 up there, the 3 here, and then the 3 behind, you're going to have 8 passenger seating in this LS. What I like about it, too, is you even have the heat controls back here for your rear passengers, not to mention the USB-C chargers, and there's another plug-in back here as well. So lots of charge ports back here. Also, you get the armrest to separate the kids in the back with the cup holders in it, right? Now, the one thing I also like about this too is how easy it is to get into that third row. Right here, one of the things, first and foremost, you're able to hit this lever here and move this seat forward and back. And actually, you can have that 2/3 different from this 2/3. You can have it a little bit up or all the way up to give more legroom or less legroom for the back in third and second row, right? So it's kind of nice for that adjustability. Then you can also just flick this here. It gives you that flat fold seat. So if you have the rear folded down flat, if you have that rear folded down flat, like I say, and then you have this row folded flat, gives you all that much more storage. But then you can also quickly do that to get it out of the way to allow yourself back to the third row, which is where we're heading next. All right, so here we are in the third row. I am not a short guy. I'm 6'2". I do not have this seat moved all the way forward or all the way back for that matter. It's kind of sort of in between. This could actually move forward more and give me even more legroom, but I actually have legroom in this, which is pretty phenomenal, right? Considering the size that normally you would have back here for seating. There's a little car seat back here. Lots of room is all I can say that we've got here in the back of this Tahoe. All right, and here is the third row with the seats up. And as I mentioned, they can go down pretty easily with that lever there, and they will fold flat. And look how much room that gives you. By the way, I don't know if you've seen throughout, but we have the all-weather floor liners throughout this. The cargo mat goes up and down with the seat, which I really love. And then again, you have the all-weather floor liners in the front and second rows. And you can get it for the third row, it doesn't have to be in this one right now. Another charge port back here, which I really love. It can send power to back to there. So if you have a cooler back here, you're going on a trip because that's what these are made for, you can absolutely utilize that. While we're back here, let's talk about something else. This does, as I mentioned, have, trailering, so 8,000 pounds towing, which is really, really phenomenal. That is where the hitch is hidden. So a lot of people ask, like, where's the hitch on this thing? There's no hitch on it. Well, there is. There's 2 little pins. You pop off here, that comes out, and your hitch is in behind there. By the way, there's your rear park assist, another standard feature, if you can believe that or not, on the LS trim. All right, next and lastly, let's go behind the driver's seat and show you some of the other cool features, cool new features, and cool standard features of this LS. All right, so here we are in the cockpit, and I'm sure the first thing that stands out, as it did to me when I got in one of the new ones for the first time, is this beautiful, just over 10-inch color touchscreen. That's the largest we've had in any of our vehicles ever before. And again, standard feature on this. You know what else is standard? So you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Well, that's been standard for a couple years in a lot of our vehicles, but this is wireless. You have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in the $67,000 LS, which I really like. And speaking of some more standard features, you can't really see it because of where I'm sitting, but that seat and the seat I'm in, both power driver and passenger seat. Again, a really nice option, a really nice feature, especially if you have somebody shorter of stature that, and this is such a big vehicle that needs to sit up higher to be able to see, over the hood, basically, in the steering wheel. Another thing that stands out, I'm sure, is this right here. They've now gone to the electric shift. Yes, park, reverse, neutral, drive, and low gears are all right here for you to choose. One thing, by the way, that I wanted to mention as I'm talking about gears that I didn't mention when I was talking underneath the hood is not only, is it a fuel efficient motor, that 3-liter diesel, but I want to say something else about it. And what it has is right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it has the auto stop start feature. So the motor actually shuts off and shuts on to aid in the fuel. Another reason why this is such a good fuel efficient engine. Now, over here, let's talk about some other things. It has electric parking brake. That is standard. Traction controls right there. There's your park assist. That is to turn off and on. That's why I want to talk about that previously. The auto stop start. That is that power button right there. The back where I showed you that charge port to charge that. Now, one thing that I was not able to order when I ordered this vehicle was the Max Trailer package, which really, oddly enough, doesn't really increase the tow capacity when you're talking with a diesel. But what it did do would give you the 4-low range. Now, the vehicle, most often these Tahoes are not going to need 4-low. First of all, they have so much grunt and power with this diesel. But what you do get still standard is the auto 2 high, 4 high, and then terrain mode there. Not to mention you have some other drive modes here. I'll show you as you turn that dial. You have normal, sport, and off-road, and tow haul mode. So even though it doesn't have the max trailer package, which comes with the trailer brake controller and the 2-speed transfer case, or the high-low range anyways, you're still getting all that, and you're still getting 8,000 pounds towing, which is pretty incredible. Of course, you have the leather wrap steering wheel here, digital display in front of you right there, and of course your cruise control. There's your forward collision alert there. All your audio controls, Bluetooth of course obviously is there as well. You can actually control the rear climate from up here, separate climate control for driver, passenger, auto climate control. The list go on and on. Of course we have OnStar. You have the connected connectivity that way with the remote link app. You can start the vehicle, lock and unlock it. Of course that's factory remote start, but you can start it and lock and unlock it with your phone as well. Well, there you have it, the 2021 Chevrolet Tahoe LS with the Duramax engine. What do you think of this? If you have any questions, anything you would like to see in the next video, let me know. And as always, I want to thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone.